Hey, what's happening everyone? This is Transit here, and today I'm going to be doing a little rant video about GT Live. I don't have a problem with Game Theory, MatPat, or anyone like that. I actually watch a lot of Game Theory videos. I actually really enjoy them, and I don't necessarily have a big problem with GT Live either. GT Live is quite cool. It's the live streams they do of them playing games and of doing heaps of a bunch of other stuff. But more recently, there's been a few different things that have actually kind of annoyed me. There's been a few small instances a lot in the live streams or like the shortened videos of where they cut the most interesting parts from the live streams and put them together for a different video to upload. There's been a few instances where I've actually got annoyed because Matt and his wife is Stephanie, I believe. Apologies if I got the name wrong. Matt and Steph, they try very, very hard to be funny during the live streams. They're trying very hard to be unnecessarily funny for no reason, and it becomes tedious and annoying at times. And it's just like, we're here to watch you guys play and talk about the game, and you're trying to be unnecessarily funny. I know you want to have the live stream to go for a certain amount of time, but and I know you could just be having normal conversation between each other, and that's fine. But it's just like, they do seem to try and force humor a lot, and that kind of bugs me. Another thing is, a long time ago, I don't know, actually, well, it wasn't that long. How long ago it was? September the 10th, 2012. This is a video titled "What Happened to Game Theory? MatPat Reacts to Haters." And I watched the full live stream on it as well. There was it's hidden, but there's like a link to watch it or something like that. But they uploaded a 23-minute cut down version of that live stream of them reacting to haters. It was just one part, well, two parts in reality that got to me. One of them was them saying against I forgot, it was this buff ginger bloke. I'm sorry, I don't know who he is. He was talking about how Game Theory has changed over the past few years, and now they're trying to cater towards a younger audience. And then MatPat and stuff say, oh no, that's a lie, because our YouTube algorithm says that our watchers are between such and such age. But I don't really think they take into account that a lot of young people lie about their age when they go online. That's a very small thing, but they can't really use the argument of, oh, this is what our YouTube channel statistics say, when a lot of people lie about their age. And the second thing, which this second thing is actually the whole reason I wanted to make this video back when I saw this in September. Near the end of the video, at about 19 minutes, they start to react to a YouTuber called Proto Mario's video titled "YouTube Theory: Why did the Game Theorists change?" And Proto Mario talks about like how Game Theory changed as well, and there's heaps of videos about that. But the thing that gets me, I'll play this portion of the video just so you know what I'm about to say.
What is this one?
This is Proto Mario.
To get a decent paying job. Otherwise,
wait, hold on.
hey, why don't you just go get a job? Well, the jobs around my area, they aren't that good. So I would have to drive around an hour to an hour and a half to a big city to get a decent paying job. Otherwise, I make less doing a quote-unquote real job out in the real world than I do doing on here.
True. So he, we like never criticize any. It's when you make YouTube videos, you don't criticize any job that anyone has ever. Half of our relatives think we don't have any jobs.
It's true. Either drive an hour and 30 minutes daily. I did that.
Okay, well, I'm not going to continue playing it. You get the point. They're saying basically what Proto Mario said was, like, you have to drive a certain amount to make money in a real job, and they took that as criticism, and they're saying, oh, we had to do that. Oh, our family doesn't think we have a real job because we're doing YouTube. Oh, no, we had to do that sort of thing when we had a quote-unquote real job or our first job. But the thing is, they weren't paying attention to the first portion of the video. I've watched Proto Mario's video, and I'll play that here as well. Proto Mario was not criticizing them. He was using it as a comparison by saying, I do YouTube full time, and if I had to make money, like, if I wanted to make money doing a real job, I would have to drive. Like, he wasn't criticizing game theory. It's just, because the whole video, they were, like, adjusted to thinking the whole thing was about hate on them, they didn't realize that Proto Mario was not and because they weren't listening and paying attention, they didn't realize that the video was not about, like, the start of the video was not about criticizing them for how they make money. It was about Proto Mario talking about his time on YouTube. I'll play that portion of the video as well, so you get it.
I want to do something a little bit different today. Generally speaking, I don't talk about other YouTubers because I wouldn't like other YouTubers to talk about me, but constructive criticism is always welcome. The more criticism I get that will help my channel can only help me to survive, instead of fading away like so many other people do. Now, I want to begin this video by talking about how a lot of people have changed due to YouTube's terms of service conditions, changing, the adpocalypse, and many other things. For example, I changed because I can no longer talk about my war stories because that would put me at risk for being demonetized. And if you have too many demonetized videos, YouTube will eventually say, hey, you can't really monetize any videos. Things might change, and they might change that policy also, but because my military war stories detail war, I can't talk about them on my channel, otherwise I risk my channel. And this is my profession. A lot of people will say, hey, why don't you just go get a job? Well, the jobs around my area, they aren't that good. So I would have to drive around an hour to an hour and a half to a big city to get a decent paying job. Otherwise, I make less doing a quote-unquote real job out in the real world than I do doing on here. And I'm not rich on here either. I barely clear 30 grand. So why I mention this is because I will be talking about selling out in this video.
So, and then Proto proceeds to talk about how he's talking about game theory, but he never criticized game theory. He never criticized Matt Powder's stuff. He was just making a comparison about how YouTube is his job and how he has to make, like, what he has to do to make money on it. He wasn't criticizing game theory at all. It's just they weren't paying attention, and then they took his comparison of having to travel to get a job as criticism. And that kind of bugged me. It's just like, that's not what he was saying, mate. If you just paid attention, or if you, like, I understand when they were loading the video that the volume wasn't up. If they went back and restarted the video, like, 20 seconds early, then watch the whole thing, they would have realized that Proto Mario was not criticizing him. And another small thing that has just bugged me was, I never normally get to watch their live streams. I never, because of time zone differences. I live in Australia, and, like, randomly the live streams are, like, in the middle of the day. Like, they start in the middle of the day here, or the middle of the night, I don't know. It happens randomly. But I have made it to a few of their live streams. I watched a few of the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator, that one. I saw a few of those, and then I saw the videos on those, and then I saw that they were doing Doki Doki Literature Club, but I wasn't really interested because I've watched it before, I've played the game. But then I noticed they started to do one of the Doki Doki Literature Club mods, which I thought, oh, there's mods for the game? That's interesting. So I watched one of them, and I'm going to try and find it, but they were trying so hard to be funny that they weren't paying attention to the story. Partway through the video, it was either Sayori or Natsuki, they were talking about something very serious, about, like, I think Sayori was either talking about depression or Natsuki was talking about her abusive father. And the entire time, they were just skipping over the dialogue and trying to be funny about something that happened prior. And, like, or either that, or they were just making fun of the main character for having offensive or shitty dialogue. And they weren't, like, we're there to watch you guys play the game, not to make fun of it 24/7. And when a serious moment happens, they don't take it, like, they don't read it or, like, play through the game. They try to make fun of everything else, or try to be funny, and it's just like, it really got annoying. I'll try and find the clip if I can.
Or rather, I don't want to go back home today. I even rushed out of it as soon as I woke up. Natsuki, Are you alright? No, man! Clearly I am not alright! Clearly I'm having digestive issues!
It's okay. We're here for you. And we have Pepto as well.
The plague has stricken me! It's the plague! Vomit pad is real!
Oh my god.
I fear my father. I fear he finds out I came to your home. I really fear he finds out I like manga. Especially ecchi manga.
Right, especially that kind of manga.
I fear he might want to read it with me.
Oh!
Please! Help me!
Okay. Oh, we're just gonna get you some help, but also your breath is really bad, mostly because of all the vomit.
I embraced her slowly. Just wait till you see the decay on my teeth. I embraced her slowly and lightly. It was a strange moment to realize it,
This
but for
is
the
a
first
strange
time.
moment just in general.
Patty.
Oh, jeez, Natsuki.
Oh,
no! Ah!
See, the whole point of them doing the live streams, I'm assuming, is to discuss the game, to play the game, and to make future theories, or I don't know, or to just enjoy the game. But there's a serious moment happening where the character is admitting that they fear a family member, and they're just talking about the stupid shit that happened earlier. They're not paying attention to it. They're making fun of it. Even when Aaron and I were playing through Doki Doki Literature Club, we took the serious moment serious because, like, yeah, we were trying to be lighthearted on the side because it is a game, but stuff like this should not be laughed about. I reckon if anyone who actually, like, has been through a similar situation and goes to these sorts of videos for, like, Game Theory and GT Live for comfort, they would just be offended because this character's admitting that she fears her father for one reason or another, and these people were just making fun of it. Like, GT Live's just making fun of it. And I know this is probably a stupid point, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's just a game, what the hell are you on about? I know it's just a game. And yes, it's a visual novel of all things, and it's a mod of a visual novel of all things. But the point I'm trying to get across is they do this a lot. They don't take moments in games, a lot of games, at all serious because they're too busy trying to be funny. They're too busy trying to be humorous. And, like, the whole thing of in their Doki Doki Literature Club videos of when it goes ... they don't know what to do, so they make a puking noise. Yeah, that's funny. Alright, fine. They try to be funny. They're trying to make the video go longer. Whatever. But it's stale humor by the end of it. If they just, I don't think they're honestly being themselves. I think they're putting on a forced humor facade, and it's really annoying. The one theme I'm trying to get across is, if for some miracle of a reason, or if whatever reason GT Live is watching this, if Matt, Pat, or Steph, or anyone's watching this, if you've watched through the whole thing, and if you haven't interrupted yourselves to try and be funny, and if you're actually watching this properly, the point I'm trying to get across is just pay a little more attention to the games or the videos that you watch and critique or play. Because if serious shit happens, you could easily offend, and you just play it off as something, as it's just part of the game. You could seriously offend or annoy people. And, like, yes, I know it's YouTube and it's the internet. You're going to annoy people either way as soon as you upload a video. But you could just try a little harder to actually play the game instead of trying to be funny. Because you weren't being funny, you were being very annoying. That's my critique of it. Maybe some people thought it was hilarious, but this is just my point of view. I just wish, I love your content. I love Game Theory and a lot of the videos you guys make. But I wish just sometimes with these improv live streams, you would actually play the game a little more, or any game, a little more seriously than the way you take it on, and stop trying to be funny. There's other things I'm sure I could critique, but they're the two main reasons. The one about Pro Mario and the one about this scene in this game. So, if they are watching this, I hope the point has come across, and I don't know, I've probably tweeted at them because, you know, I don't even have 100 subs, so I don't know if anyone will pay attention to this. But I do like Game Theory, and I know a lot of people don't like them anymore because they've changed heaps, but I wasn't there for the original iteration of game theory. I got into it as FNAF became popular because their theories actually were pretty cool. But regardless, I like them. I like game theory and all that. I just wish they would take GT Live and all that a little more seriously and stop trying to be forcefully funny. But regardless, that is all I have time for. And thank you so much for watching. And this is Trend-Y signing out.